team? I mean, or is that surprise factor kind of just for people who don't see you guys that often these days?
I think probably the latter. Yeah, I mean, we've always kind of shown up, and we'll continue to show up. It's kind of what we are, it's just it's who we are.
Bruce Beck, NBC.
Ryan, you come off a pulsating, emotional win last night, but quickly your focus has to change to Game 7. How do you kind of show a tunnel vision here and redirect your focus to tomorrow?
Honestly, I think it's pretty easy. We know what's at stake. We're going into a Game 7. We obviously it's a big win last night, and you enjoy it for a minute, but you turn the page, and today is complete refocus and ready to go to work in one game.
Tom Beauvillier, NHL.com.
Ryan, a lot of people think of your team as a team that plays with the lead well, takes the lead, and then kind of shuts it down. But that really hasn't been your path in the playoffs. Is it a situation you guys are comfortable? You feel like it doesn't seem like you change much when you get behind, like in a game like last night?
No, I mean, things are going to happen. It's not going to go your way the way you want it to go every single night. You just gotta deal with it, and I think that's the beauty of our team is we don't get down, we don't panic. It's just, it is what it is, and we find a way, and I think last night was a great example of that.
David Lazar, New York Post.
Hey Ryan, can you just speak about the growth you have seen in Scott Mayfield and just how important he is to your team?
Yeah, I mean, he's been a key part of this team for, the past years. The shutdown role that he'll play, the job he does on the penalty kill. And then obviously, last night scoring a huge goal like that. I think he's been an effective player for us. I think, you've seen a little more offensive out of him this past season. And, that goal last night was, huge for us.
Colin Stevenson.
Cal, last time you were there, obviously things didn't turn out as well. But in this case, having won a game in which you allowed the first goal, having won a game in which you trailed by 2, and won a game in which you trailed going into the third, does that mentally change things, for you guys going into Tampa for this game?
No, I think our mentality is the same all the time. And, like I said this earlier in the playoffs, it's just, it's about narrowing your window of focus and just focusing on what's in front of you. When it's during a game, it's just the next shift, it's the next puck, it's, and if you get down a couple in a game, like what can you really do but just continue to be yourself and really just keep going. And if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Obviously you'd like to get up early in a game, but we've had a lot of situations in the playoffs where that hasn't been the case, and we've won those games too. So for us, it's just about worrying about what you got to do the next time you step over the boards.
We'll take 2 more. Kevin, News 12.
Hey, Ryan, you had your moment there in Game 4. How great was it to see Anthony, who was in a scoring slump, get the moment here in Game 6?
Yeah, I mean, it's when you go to overtime like that in a game, it's, someone needs someone to be a hero. And obviously for him, so that's just a huge goal. And, it's a good feeling when you can step up and, get a goal like that. So obviously happy for him, and, good win for our team.
Last question, Peter Schwartz, New York Sports Day.
Hey, Ryan, I know different circumstances because it was in the bubble last year, but do you draw anything from the experience of going through a Game 7 before this time around, even though it's, a different scenario with, a hostile crowd and things like that?
Yeah, it's definitely different, I think. but it's honestly, I think for myself and the team, I think, you don't really, you think of it necessarily as a game 7. It's just, it's another hockey game that you got to bring your best and, win, move on, or lose and go home. So, I think for us, our focus is going to be on the right things, and, we're going to be ready to go, and we're going to be ready to bring our best.